everybody. I happened to be in a building that was a few stories high the other day, and it was in Reading, and so I took some pictures out of the window. This nice old building was out the front, so I'm going to zoom in. But Mickey's with me, aren't you, Mickey? Still?
Yeah, still.
He's here, yes. He's gone all camera shy, you know, like recorder shy. But and he's got Floss, who's in love with him, going, "Just give me more, just give me more. I want more love."
More belly rubs.
Yeah, she's kind of lying on her back. Mickey's rubbing her stomach. No, we're going to zoom in on this picture just a tiny bit because, you know, when we think of Europe, think of the Flanders.
Amsterdam.
When I went to Bruges, and they like it in Belgium. They like it in the sausage place. We're going to zoom in a little bit. Yes, there's some quite nice chimneys on that building with some quite nice little brickwork sticking up. Don't you think, Mickey?
Yeah.
A bit like that down at Shaw House, isn't it?
Yeah. Was that writing on there with the arches?
Yeah, it's just brickwork. There must have been one here. Look, but that one's different.
It's the length of the chimneys.
Yeah, they're very long, aren't they? Yeah. And all those shops underneath that are probably totally unaware of what's above them.
Oh yeah, missing the D front and the front of it. And you see down here the front. Yeah.
Yeah, anyway, we're going to move on now.
As they do.
Yeah, thank you, Mickey. It always amazes me when we look at things. I mean, that building there might be or houses or whatever they are, but with the old, and that's why a lot of people don't spot the old, I don't think, because it's always level. But up here, there's some old buildings which they haven't noticed.
They don't look up.
It's got one of those there as well, so that's the centrepiece. Maybe there was a clock in there to start with.
Could well have been.
Because I don't really view Reading as a new place. To me, it's an old place. It's got old things in it, but it's got a lot of new stuff in it. So I don't think of Reading as old, but it has some old stuff in it. So anyway, let's go on to the next picture. When my cursor works, where is it? It's playing up right now. Whoops, there it is. Come on. We're just zooming in on this one. It's a bit of a shame, really. You've got this nice old church with all that pattern on it, and in front of it is this horrible tower with one of them on it. But that's why I took that, just in the,
tower behind as well.
Yeah, and always, look, that goes up. It's like they're in a bowl. I think London's like that. Whenever I look round, when I've been up high and I've looked round, it looks the same with London. Maybe lots of the towns are in dips.
You're in a valley.
Yeah, but it's pretty flat all over there. But anyway, let's on to the next bit, yeah? Yeah, so that church is over here. And then I panned round a bit and there was these two steeples there. It's just that's something that Sven notices, how many steeples there are. And when you look out, and you can see in here, especially I think that bit there, which isn't so visible, but I remember when I saw it. And this is older parts of Reading, there's the newer bit.
I'd say.
But they'll be quite old.
Basements.
Yeah.
Yeah, in that way, yeah, even this one here.
It's just amazing what you
Square
see
towers.
when you're not on the ground floor.
I miss a lot.
I know it's very hard why you think maybe that I took this picture. Like, to anybody looking, it just looks like I've taken... No, they actually look quite... Whatever this is here, that looks quite old, but it was actually that nice old steeple there. But look how out of place it is.
See this here?
Well, that might be Reading... I don't know if this is in front of the Reading... So we're not that far from Reading Station.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, it was just this view out of the window.
It's got a few spires here, isn't it? Like the back, the red, the grey here.
Yeah, and these horrible buildings in the background. But there was this nice old steeple here.
That must be the old part.
Yeah. Look, I've got a pen in my hand and the pen's in the way. Sorry about that. But I quite like that building when I saw it. Because, I've never really gone and done much walking around Reading. And I quite like that building. Should we zoom in a little bit just so we can see?
Might even have a spiral staircase.
Let's just see. It's quite nice. Look at that writing all over it. I quite like that.
Yeah, it's saying something there, isn't it? Placed over.
I don't really know how old that is.
Grace and favour.
Do you reckon that's that old, Mickey? Look, Mr. Bean's Barbers.
Great, classic.
But I just thought that was quite nicely decorated.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, look, what was up there? Oh, it's a chimney. Wow. When you see the size of the chimneys on the other building, that's quite small considering. Anyway, I can't see what that says now, but
It has a spire for the roof.
yeah, it's probably a really
I
nice.
think there's a spiral staircase.
Look at that doorway, nice.
A bit deeper there, I'd say.
Yeah. I don't know. That's like a bell tower, isn't it? That one.
It's not. Yeah, it's just standing on its own.
I mean, you know how we've seen cheap church steeples. This one doesn't have a steeple, but it has that.
Yeah, you could move
I reckon the bells would have been in there going ding, 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 ding out the side, but
I'd say so, because you've got the holes there, isn't it? You can see the light coming through, 3 of them.
yeah, we'll look at it a bit more detail now. Hang on. There you go.
Really slim bell tower.
Yeah, you don't often see them looking like that,
No,
do you?
One side.
Kind of looks more Roman to me. Somehow.
Sounds like it's really putting the sound out.
I don't know, yeah, maybe. Who knows? But anyways, those ones are outside. And I thought that was it's a little bit different, that.
Don't design them for nothing like that.
This is in Reading.
Resonating sound, isn't it?
Yeah, I didn't take note of what church it was though at the time, but that's in Reading.
Cool.
Yeah, I like this one, but it looks quite empty to me. And I just liked some of the, I'm in because I looked at it zoomed in, it looked a bit weird really, but I liked these little details it had on it. There's quite a lot of detail on that you just walk past and don't even probably notice it is. That's 3 houses really, isn't it? 3 flats up there.
Well, I'd say one and a half.
Or 2.
Different here. So
Yeah, maybe.
might well have been blown out in the wall or something, but yeah.
Stuck in between that and stuck in between this other horrible, nasty building over there. But I just like some of the features on there. Don't think it's quite as old as the other one. Yeah. Yeah, I took 2 pictures of this because obviously these are mud flooders and this is in Reading. But I do still have an opinion of how I think this happened. I think when you look at things, England is lots of little hills, little hills, little hills. And then they just put a road through the middle of it all. And then some of it was below and some of it was above. So maybe these were on a little hill and they were a little bit below and now they're mud flooders. You can see this down there. Now the stairs goes up to the next floor. So this obviously, yeah, it should be another fan. But there was something else I noticed. So we're going to the next picture. Yeah, look at that. There was one on the other side as well. So there was 2 of those. So they're windows they've covered in, but they're such weird windows. And if you go back to here, the roof kind of... Oh, gone too far. Yeah. You see,
Yeah.
it's a very big room up there, is it? It must have been attic rooms. And it went along and there was one over here.
In that last picture we used close up to like a may would have been like a post or... You see where the bricks are different?
Oh, you mean that wasn't a window at all?
No.
They just put a post
Like,
on
like
both
one
sides of the
wooden-
building?
Like a sign. Like one
No, it's not very big up there though. It's tiny. You'd never notice it up there.
But it just seems like something was there.
No, I think it was some kind of
I know
window.
what you mean, but there's no lintels or anything. Yeah,
Oh, okay, yeah, it's
But
not
then
no
it-
frame. Yeah, you're right about that.
Then they just,
There it is.
They could have blocked it up.
Oh, you mean there was a plaque there on there and they've taken them
Well,
off? Because maybe it said 1695
Well,
something on.
But don't forget, because you got a flat roof, you're going to have the water running off, so the water will run along, even through these. I'm thinking these holes are,
Here he's talking
rain
about
through
that.
and
Yeah, the really sad thing is this building
Same reason
survived. Okay, this building survived and is quite old, but they stuck it next to that one and that one. It's so sad when some of the old, that's a lovely old. I'd rather live in there than that.
Yeah, well, the rooms will be bigger. You won't hear your neighbour. That's the idea.
3 stories. 1, 2, 3, 4 stories.
Yeah, Jesus.
And you can see, look, they're making the room smaller because.
To match, yes.
Oh, I suppose there's half there, but this is still nearly the same size as that. And there's 1, 2, 3. Oh, I suppose there's 3.5 floors. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4 there.
Yeah. It's like sort of planning thing they do that for, isn't it?
How does that work? Because it's flat behind there, but look, it goes down there. Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, it's obviously like a good job.
Isn't that amazing? It goes down there, but not there.
There's a window right here. Look. Oh, so that's
or a door or something.
Well, I'd say which window.
Yeah, and on to the
next.
Should we go on to the next one?
Big job. Yeah.
I know this dog. He's right, sweetie. He's actually quite big. His paws are like the size of my hand. You know, not far off the size of my hand. And he's a little bit you know, he might bash into you because he's only about 1 year old. He's quite a sweetie and he gives me cuddles. Gets like, by the time he puts his paws on my shoulder, he's as tall as me. But I was looking at him and I just thought, oh, wow, maybe he looks a bit Egyptian, but it's not, is it? I've brought up the dog. So this is the dog that's supposed to be in those Egyptian pictures. There it is. The Egyptian dog breed. And these dogs don't have any fur and they're really expensive. I mean, look at him. Egyptian. So Mickey, do you think that this dog is this dog?
Oh yeah, it could be taken off. You know, the history of dog, first dog ever dog. You know,
They're quite expensive though, those
well,
dogs.
best friend.
Do you think that's that dog
But it's,
from the Egyptian?
Yeah,
Do you think that's the same dog?
yeah, if they're saying it is.
He's quite a beast, isn't
Deny
he?
it.
Or I just hope that this is not Photoshop. You know, I didn't put another picture on because I wasn't sure about that one after all. But who knows?
Descended from wolves.
You sometimes wonder they're Photoshop. But this is this dog. Look at them. They don't have any fur. So that little bit between its head. They don't have any fur. They're I'm not sure if I like animals like that. There's another one. Look. So you think those are the things in the Egyptian? Because it just made me think of the Doberman, but then when I looked up to see if there was an Egyptian dog, then this is it.
Oof, man, Doberman, wasn't it?
Yeah, there you go.
It's like dogs are made, aren't they?
You think that's the dog in the Egyptian
Red.
pictures?
Yeah, of course it is.
They're usually dark, aren't they? But anyway.
What,
Oh yeah, I
like the
took a
marble?
picture on the train coming back, and to be honest, there was dirt on the window, but the rays were coming straight down again. Like it's there. Wherever there is, it's coming through for me there. Yeah, let's move on the same picture. What's this one? Yeah, I thought that was quite a nice picture, even though they can see on the window just here. But look at that. It's there, isn't it? It's not over here or over there. It's there. And I did like that one.
That's nice.
That looks like I've done some art or something.
Yeah.
It was so difficult because I don't want to pick up the stuff on the window, and you know the train is moving. I just thought that was quite a nice picture. That one.
It is.
Thank you.
It should be gold and white, like gold.
Well, that's through the clouds.
Yeah. Still.
Oh, let's just listen to this bit. To be honest, I filmed this because I was trying to watch the sun a little bit, but with the window and now the quality when you put it onto Facebook. But hopefully you can see it's a little journey that I had back on the train the other day.
This is a Great Western Railway service to Newbury. The next station is BITCHUTE.
I thought I'd add a bit about Pepper. You know, in the end we have all this prepared food. I call it slop in a pot. You know, every now and again a bit of pasta or, you know, cauliflower cheese. They're okay, but they're slop in a pot. Co-op's one of the worst ones for that one. But Pepper, I actually really like Pepper. it's a fruit, would you believe? Who would put pepper into being a fruit? But it's actually really good for you. Helps against many ailments, and one of them protects you against cancer. So it's an antioxidant, isn't it? Yeah, and I just thought that was quite incredible, because salt, they've told everybody salt's bad, but sea salt and that is not bad for you. You just don't want to have spoons and spoons and spoons of it. But, you know, it's good for you in your diet, and so is pepper. Like, I love pepper. Maybe this is why I like it. I don't know. I have to have pepper on almost anything.
Have it for breakfast.
I'm not a tomato sauce person. I like pepper. I like salt on chips. I like salt on a certain few things, but pepper. Find out that it's a really good spice. It says at the end it's the king of all spices because it's so peppery. But it's a fruit. I never would have put it in as a fruit. That's amazing. But there you go. See, stimulate hair growth. So I was like, wow, I'm going to add this in. Oh, this is quite... So, 1693 to 1710 comes the Pepper War. And in this we will read that they say that pepper cost more than gold. How can that be in this world where gold is everything? Oh, lo and behold, when all this happened, pepper was worth more than gold. So I thought that was quite incredible, really. But they saw pepper as a really good spice. It was really good for you, and it's just such a shame, you know, when, you know, now we're here, that a lot of people have no idea that just by adding a little bit of this and a little bit of that, you just don't realise how good things would be. But we're into those, you know, I'm not saying I don't go to the plastic supermarket. We do as well, you know. Suddenly if they're reducing something to 50p or something, you buy it. But just remember, things like pepper and salt and other things, you know, not just the vegetables, but vegetables, the fruit, especially fruit, really good for you. Yeah, it is. But anyway, we just wanted to put this bit in about salt. Even the Romans, the whole lot. So, you know, it's not something they only knew 100 years ago or something. It's something they've known then for hundreds of years. Here it is. There you go. Did pepper cost in the medieval times? And then, yeah, the king of spices. Oh, there's a couple of pictures here. That's quite incredible, isn't it? All those buildings under. What's happened there then? Were they built like that?
Hobbit City.
And who is she falling in love with? The devil? Pan?
Yeah.
With a big, what's that? What's he holding? A big one of them.
Oh no.
Sorry, I was being a bit rude there, but yeah, and that one's just like, wow, again. It's almost as if some explosion or this really big occurrence has happened on the roof here to cause this pattern.
Yeah, it's like blood red, isn't it?
Just the whole thing, like, even putting the buildings, that's a good place to put a building, some rooms in.
The red's probably oxidisation for the metals.
Oh yeah, because it was another building, wasn't it? If you keep forgetting that, yeah.
If it's copper in it.
It's been, whatever it is, I put it on, I'm going to show this one, but anyway, look at this, all different sizes. So you don't think these are that old then?
Well, when you see this, you know, oh Jesus, I didn't see that before. That's a bit big.
Yeah, so forgot to put this bit in, so adding it in. So, you know, then we've got this building here. You know, it's almost as if somebody did something. Okay, I've put a plasma rifle, but it's had some effect to it. Like, is this some cold fusion weapon or something that's done this? Whatever's happened, that building could be really, really old, or it could be the same age as that one next to it. But because it's happened to this building, you kind of can't tell what age it is, but it looks quite old. And now, because it's got rock on it, or light rock, it looks like it's part of the hill. But if that's got rock, what's the hill? The hill is obviously a building then, because it sort of crept onto this one. But it is amazing that it's got caves. It does really look like there was some kind of dome up here, you know, and some of the pictures, this gets quite detailed. But anyway, when you see the inside of this, sometimes these buildings inside, they do half remind me of the aquarium in Brighton with these pillars. Mickey's going to say something now, aren't you, Mickey?
No.
Yes, you are. He's been waiting.
No, I haven't been waiting for nothing. I'm just trying to,
Yeah, go on then.
you know, it's not. Don't think it's all carved out in one go. Yeah, because you can see the layers here. You know, this is like it's like.
What? Where? There. They remember they
Yeah.
can't see. So
That's
here.
where it's joined. See? It's all joined together.
So you put that in
It's
afterwards, then.
carved out. Yeah, it's like man-made.
You don't think this is some kind of mine or something?
No. I think
Because it's almost like it was a castle.
The ceiling there, like the joint, it's like it's a conglomerate, like, you know, it's man-made, poured. Then it's like this is like the render. The render's been taken off this wall because see the scratches, like any plaster, we put the scratch in so the render can hold on tight. So it'll be all smooth.
But something's happened to this building, hasn't it?
Yeah, been messed with.
I mean, I don't even know really, you know, like
Been
this.
messed with.
Yeah, like
But yeah,
when
you know,
you
it's not
when you see that, like what has happened?
been poured.
Why would you put? Say this was just rock, and they've burrowed into it, and it's from the old times. Why would you put brick in there?
I don't know. It's just.
But then this bit up here looks so likely.
What it is, isn't it? Basically, you know, you disguise it when you put the bricks on it. You turn it into something else. You know, it takes away its true history. And that's what they always do. Then it'd be like a church, you know.
Was it just
But you can
brick?
See,
I mean, was it just rock?
But Karen, you can see here where it looks like it's been poured, even here, in the joints here. Yeah. Why would this happen? I know it looks like it's.
Do you want the hand? You know, the
It's
thing,
more-
because you got to tell me where I look.
So even representing an arch here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Almost like skeleton.
But those bricks look quite old, Mickey.
Yeah, well, that's like.
Look at
you know,
these.
You know how old bricks are, you know. But
Horses
like
and
I said,
carts,
this
and we
is
can
just
do this.
It's just like covering up, you know, making it nice. You know, the old Georgians.
I've sometimes wondered when this was happening, maybe, or when was this soft and they could do this, or
So here, see here, these joints.
is this a volcano that's come
No,
over?
no, I'm trying to explain to you here. You see these gaps? You don't get gaps in rocks. So that means it's been put on top. Yeah, layer after layer. That's why you get these cracks, these layers.
Or it's come layers
See
after
here,
layer.
look, even here.
Do you think this was the megaton
It's been
gun?
poured. Yeah.
Do you think the megaton gun did this with heat?
No. That.
You know,
That's
our
the
melted
million-dollar
reality
question.
says that
But that's
all
the million-dollar
all
question, isn't it?
stone, all this stuff,
When
is
did-
melted brick.
When was it
Is this
made, when it
melted
happened?
brick? Has this been through
Oh,
such heat?
right,
It's
but-
melted the
well,
brick.
This is the thing, isn't it? But it doesn't seem to me. Yeah.
Bit weird,
Not
this,
melted
isn't it?
brick. It's, you know, conglomerate, poured, layered by layer.
So why would they pour that over that? Oh, let's mend
obviously
mend the falling building. Let's pour loads of concrete over it.
Oh, you
No?
what? Oh, tell me.
I mean, that's at an angle as well, isn't it? And I mean, that's at an angle there, really, isn't it? I don't know. It's a bit hard to. Anyway, we were just
I'll tell you
stopping on
more
this
about
because it fitted into the other video. But is it the other one you want to talk about? The doorways?
No, after this I'll show you a bit more.
So that's why we went to the other one. Is it a bit like this? Is it a bit like this one? Somehow.
Yeah, could well be. You know, I'm getting a pour in there, but
Yeah, you
Yeah,
know
this
it's
is
a
in-
temple of the
yeah,
moon.
Picchu, yeah. Yeah, it's a pretty old temple. They, magically made. You know, so it's Jesus. Yeah.
But you know where we saw
Basically,
something
it's,
like this, in this kind of sort of thing, was underground at 9/11. Under there. It was all like this, under the ground.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that is severe heat.
Mm.
Or is it that it, because you know, on that day nothing really melted, did it? The paper was on fire, but nothing was hot. So things can happen in different ways. It doesn't mean it's hot. It's still doing the same thing, but it's cold.
Mm-hmm.
So that could have happened that way.
I know what you're saying, but what if
It's almost as if it had an outer bit that's broken and then you could see that bit, but it looks like it's something. I don't know anymore because we don't know how long they've had the weapons or where they've come from. I mean, we now know, to me, Tartaria's, or what we call Tartaria, was this long period. It was different. It probably had everything we had.
Yeah, different way of life, different way of
It was just different. Maybe they weren't quite as advanced, but what they had did the same thing. You know, even the other day when we watched on the train, do you remember? What was that in? When we watched those... Well, maybe we should look at those. Actually, we're going to stop now. We've said what we wanted to say about this place.
Just do the rabbit hole.
And then we see a bit of John Travolta. I have noticed on these that he's got quite an orange face, and we're going to be looking at some of these bits around his head. And when you see that this is a completely different colour to his ears are a different colour to his face. But anyway, we were looking, and at the end of this, hopefully you'll see what we see. But there's just one difference, one little difference we've noticed. But look at the lines around his face. Look how they've done that. I mean, how old is the bloke? His eyes are not that old, but the bit round there is, because I just think these are composite. I don't think any of these are real. Nobody looks right. It should just be a nice, clear photograph, but different colour ears, different colour face. You see this all the time. Don't we, Mickey?
Yeah.
There you go. Look at that for a hairline. Is that colouring it in?
It's, you know, the more you look at it, the more...
Look how fake he is. Look at the lines. Let's draw 100 lines in and make him older.
A bit of airbrushing in there as well. Touch him up a bit.
That's what airbrushing is. Leave it alone. Yeah, anyway, the bit's coming in a moment, Mickey.
That fake hair, innit?
Mickey, who did when I said that I saw someone in him? Oh yeah, here's another one. After this. Look at that. Look at his hairline. Oh.
Play-Doh.
And his face isn't right. His cheeks are not right. He's looking at the camera. Look at how off that is. But Mickey, who did I see in him?
Oh, I've forgotten now.
You know who I saw in him. Arnold.
Oh, him.
Yeah, oh yeah, look, something wrong with his beard. His beard isn't in the middle.
Yeah, slightly to one
What's
side.
that, letter E on its side? Here we go. Look at that. Oh no. He actually looks quite like Arnold Schwarzenegger, except for the dimple. Look at that.
Like you say, they can add them dimples, can't they?
Yeah, I think the lines between their eyes are quite alike. But is there a third man? Does anybody see the third man? People thought in the last video they saw with Clint Eastwood,
Yeah,
Stan Laurel, Fred Astaire. We saw Dick Van Dyke.
Yeah.
Does anybody see a third man in there? What's your thoughts? Anyway, I think we are finishing after this bit, aren't we, Mickey?
Yeah. Unless we find a third.
That was a nice little find, wasn't it? That he looked quite like Arnold Schwarzenegger after all. Like, for God's sake, is there just about 3 actors? See, what it is people are going to go, oh, don't be stupid. But what it is it's the same actor. They just change. I don't know how they do it. They just change their voices. So you associate that voice with that person, that voice with that person, but somehow they just change their voices.
Yeah, they can do that.
Yeah.
The deep fake voice.
Somehow. But that was a bit weird, don't you think? I was not expecting to see that, but I saw it. I thought, I know who he looks like. In those photographs, looks like Arnie. What a little traitor. Their hairlines are very alike as well, aren't they? Who's the third man?
Tip of my tongue.
Yeah.
In there somewhere.
Anyway, thanks for watching. Thank you, Mickey.
Thank you, Kate.
We decided to add this bit in, didn't we, Mickey? Because Mickey had an idea about who the third man was. Should you play the video then? So, who did you reckon the third man was?
Mel Gibson.
Yeah. I quite actually see him. He got the box. 6'1". He's a bit taller than that, isn't he? But I told you he's a short man. But once this, and I changed it now, moved, like, say, look at that. That is pretty similar. We decided to add this bit in, didn't we, Mickey? Because Mickey had a idea about who the third man was.
Yeah.
Should we play the video then?
Hello.
So, who did you reckon the third man was?
It's Mel Gibson.
I told you he's a short man. But once this, and I changed it now, moved that, say, look at that. That is pretty similar for the third man. And then I matched his eyes. I also Val Kilmer as John Travolta. So it's all a bit weird. We'll just watch that bit again.
Yeah. Yes, it was your idea.
They're just versions of each other.
Yeah. Yes. I say the same test tube.
Well, there's a factory making, but that picture, they are very alike there. Let's do that again on here. They're very that looks quite alike, doesn't it? Come on, we've put two people together again. So it is, who is it?
Amalgamating them together.
Who have we put together? We've put John Travolta with, who's the other one we're doing with Arnie Schwarzenegger, and when you put them together, it looks like Mel Gibson.
Yeah, come out of Mel Gibson.
And he does. Like that.
Third man.
Or a Mel Gibson-like figure. Oh, because they always, anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway, thanks very much, Vicky, to make this video again. Put this bit in. What that's?
Yeah.
I just think they play each other. They all play each other.
And, well, it's that role, isn't it?
Yeah.
One man does many roles.
Yeah, because we were looking at something just a minute ago, and you could see that Tom Cruise was the same as the other person next to him.
Yeah, you get.
What actor was that? I've forgotten who that was now.
Yeah, I think it's just that we're in tune with that sort of thing, isn't it?
Anyway.
In tune to seeing it. Because even sometimes when actors look a certain way, a certain, like, stand to one side, they look like another certain actor. Yeah? And you can't sort of, when you see it, you can't miss it, you know.
Yeah, but this is a bit sort of freaky deaky that.
Well, that's what I mean.
You can keep like we did it with Clint, and now we're doing it with whichever one you want to. Yeah.
Yeah. Take your pick.
The Big Brothers.
The big club.
Oh, they've just been taking the mickey out of us.
The club, yeah.
It's the voices. I'm telling you, what it is you associate each actor with a voice. I don't know how they do it exactly. I mean, the eyebrows go, don't they, as well on it? But it's the they just, you know, everybody gets associated with a voice. So you know, we've got an Australian. We've got someone that comes from, where did he come from? Arnie, Sweden or whatever it was. You know, he's come from one of those countries. Or maybe he's a bit more towards Greece, but he's from a European country.
Shall we say?
Yeah, that's right. And then, you know, so you associate their voices.
My father was in the SS.
But,
he was a Nazi. But I loved him.
It's all to make money. It's all images to make money.
Yeah.
But no, we are going to finish now, aren't we?
I think so.
But this bit here, this picture here that's coming up right now with Mel Gibson and what we've put together is a bit strange, isn't it? That they're quite alike. It's a bit strange, but anyway.
Yeah, because like you said before, there's other people that, you know, like you say, you couldn't put me and your face together.
We're not going to be the same person, are we? No.
But when you do it with these, it's like
there's always this. That one I can't get over. Come on, everybody! I've made this one up. The one is two pictures together, and it makes someone else. But anyway, it's quite. Anyway, Mickey, we are going to finish now.
I hope so.
Thank you, Mickey. Thanks for helping.
Thanks,
Thanks for another rabbit hole, Mickey.
That's okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Just don't think too many.
Thanks, Mickey.
Thanks.
We had to do it again. We had to do one more little check. And this one's a bit of a horror story. Because, you know, they all seem to match into one another. There's the Brad Pitt, Johnny Depp, Matt Dillon. Matt Damon. There's all those Johnny Davis Jr., Elon Musk. There's all that, but then there comes this. Now, Mickey, this is Mickey's fault. Watch this video. I can't believe it. Val Kilmer is Arnie Schwarzenegger as well. They're versions of each other. Look at that. Their teeth match. Their fangs match. They have the same No, I liked Arnold Schwarzenegger. Oh my God, I told you this. They match the voices in, and you believe that you're hearing. Even the frown lines, I think, oh my God, I can't believe it. Mickey, I hate you now. Yeah, this is obviously an old... I don't really hate Mickey. I love Mickey. This is an older Val Kilmer, but they still match in. And you liked it, didn't you, Mickey? Because?
Yeah. Because of the young... From the young to the old, you know, it's still Arnie. You know, it's still mixing. You know, look at that. Look. Doesn't matter, young or old, it's still there.
Wow, because what it was is suddenly on this picture, we tried to match him into the other one, didn't we, right? We tried to match him into the other John Travolta, and it didn't work. But then I suddenly, we just stopped at this picture of Arnie, and I said, oh God, yeah, I can see Val Kilmer now.
Yeah, like I say,
in the eyes.
You get them angles, that's it.
It is very hard to completely match a picture, and I don't know, do something with the eyes. You can match one eye or the other eye, but come on, they've got fang teeth the same. Yeah. Look at it, you can see it's the same. I'm a bit like, no, I don't know what to believe anymore. What's going on? Anyway, this is the fourth man now.
Yeah.
But there's still only a couple. I don't know how they do it, because he didn't match into John Travolta, but he did match in on another video, and I showed you. I just think they end up. I just don't know what it is, because I don't think they're real anyway. Somehow, I don't know what we've been watching for years. Because just gonna play this one more time. Because. You know the Academy Awards, we think we've been there, but we've only been there on the television. Yeah. And the only people that ever go and see them are the media. I mean, you know, when they get their Academy Awards and all that, they're obviously not what we think they are. They're obviously some military accolade.
Yeah, they're not,
You know, that is, oh my God. This is crazy. They just have different voices. But I suppose, I don't know how they do it. Anyway, I suppose sometimes if it's an actor playing it and they're just playing different roles. They obviously have no souls. Or it's that 10 minutes of video they make of you. They've got your voice, your mannerisms, and then that is your career. Wow. I've not really thought of Arnie and Val Kilmer. You know, this man's supposed to have gone nuts and everything. What a clever person he is. Because what it is you've got Arnie and you've got maybe John Travolta and you've got that, but they always lead back to one player. And actually, even though they say that Val Kilmer was the actor that nearly made it and didn't, so he's almost one of the most famous, but he isn't. What it is he is the bass player. It's him who's playing everybody else, so it doesn't really matter, because either way he wins anyway, because he's everybody else. He's the one that fits into everybody else somehow. But the fangs do it for me down here. They've got the same fangs. I never until today. It's a bit like I'm even more disgusted now. But anyway, we are going to finish now. Yeah.
People.
Sorry everybody. Ruining the illusion. Just an illusion. It's all an illusion anyway. It is goodbye from me and goodbye from him.
Goodbye.
'Tis quite astonishing. Come on everybody. Who would have put Arnie and Val Kilmer?